Welcome back to Growth Gatherings. We have an incredibly inspiring guest today, Amina Khan. She's a holistic nutritionist and wellness coach. She helps individuals to enhance their quality of life through adopting better eating habits. Let's welcome Amina. Welcome, Amina. Thank you for joining Growth
Thank you
Gatherings.
very much for having me, Fariha. It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell me about your journey because you started holistic coaching, nutrition well before when it was cool to talk about it.
True, when no one knew about it and
Yes,
nobody was doing
yes.
corporate wellness. Yes, actually, it was kind of a personal struggle for me. When I was living in Egypt, I had two little kids, and I used to wonder, I was suffering from asthma
Mm,
throughout my life and inhalers and steroids. And, I used to talk to myself and wonder if there's ever a holistic approach to this or some alternative medicine that I could, have and cure myself. And once the boys started going to school, I decided to take this integrative road to nutrition and health and went to New York and did this study. And there I found that yes, there is a method, there is a way. It's the lifestyle, lifestyle, and lifestyle. I mean, I've used it on myself. So I'm a full example. I mean, there in front of you. What all I have done, I have, changed certain ways, certain foods, certain regimes, added exercise, and different, etc., etc. But what I'm trying to say is that if you make up your mind, you can reverse 90% of disease, is what I really want to make clear through your podcast. Is that wellness, it's not just that you don't have any disease. Wellness is is staying alive, staying energetic, staying in the moment, feeling fresh, feeling motivated, not dead. I mean, that you don't feel like
yeah.
doing anything or going to work or doing. So it's a passion for me. I want to see my clients in the best version of themselves.
Excellent. So it's the energy and I can feel it. But one question I have before we move on, I think you mentioned something else. One, you had a health condition, but you had kids and you decided to pursue certification, something that you were curious about.
Correct.
What was the mindset behind that? Because it required continuous learning, a little bit getting out of your routine and comfort.
Correct. I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I mean, you never stop learning. But at that time, my husband was very supportive. And he
Mm.
said that, once his kids grow up, you must have something to do.
Mm.
So if you don't, and of course my mother came over and she pitched in, and of course the family support was there, so I was able to go. And it wasn't a short course, so it wasn't like I was out for 6 months and
Mm.
I'd be back. Yes, I did travel back and forth, and we were there for 5 years, and in 3 years I was able to complete my degree and then move on to Dubai. But what I'm trying to say is that I am so glad that I was pushed by my family and I was motivated enough to do this, because if I wouldn't have done it, I would have regretted it for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you look brilliant, and we're going to touch upon that a little later, the secret behind it.
Okay.
But define wellness in one sentence.
Okay, so Faria, basically, it's not just that that you don't have a disease and
Mm.
you're well. That's not wellness. Wellness is vitality.
Mm.
How good you feel when you wake up in the morning. Are you energized? Are you ready to take on the world? Are you how upbeat are you? I want you to be upbeat every single day. I know it's difficult, but you can do it.
Mm.
And we are depressed for different reasons. Or the weight is too much, or we ate a cake last night. Don't bash yourself.
Mm.
Don't criticize yourself. I mean, don't try and be perfect. Just try and be good,
Mm.
right? If you try to be good, that means you're consistent. That will get you to the goal, I can assure you. But don't try, when you try to be perfect, that is when the problems start.
Yes.
You start criticizing yourself. One meal, one cheat meal, one Coke or one cake or muffin, or I mean, it's okay. That's life, right? The next day, you can not have anything to eat. I mean, just have soup
Mm.
and
Mm.
just do some little stretching, and so it'll balance out. But
Yes.
don't be harsh on yourself.
And I think that's a good lesson, because one, social media pushes us to look perfect, and we see all these videos. And number two, I think it's a good advice considering it's December,
Yeah.
holiday season. In Karachi, it's a wedding season, or in Pakistan. So I think it's a great advice that if we eat a bit of gulab jamun or gajar ka halwa, it's
Fine.
okay.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the biggest myth around wellness?
Yeah, Fariha. So basically, there are a number of them. So one of them is my clients tell me, oh, carbs are,
Huh.
are a
Huh.
disaster. I mean, if you, oh my God, it's like
Huh.
poison.
No roti, no chawal,
No, but
no
no.
paratha.
But what I try to explain to them is that carbs is very important, right? Your body needs all the three macronutrients and micronutrients. So these are essential. They make our body. So if we deprive our body, this new fad of keto, which I'm totally against, people do it and the weight comes right back. So I don't know what the fashion is about, and I don't really understand, but I definitely don't promote it. I want a healthy, sustainable weight loss. And yes, that can be done. It's not that it can't be done. There are ways to do it. So carbs are an essential part. It's what kind of carbs? Whole wheat. It's what is the portion of the carbs, and how are the carbs cooked? Are they cooked in olive oil? Are they cooked in coconut oil? Are they? Have you used healthy alternatives to make them? So carbs is an essential. Carbs, proteins, and fats. They're an essential part of your being. If you deprive yourself, you're going to either get a deficiency, which will come in form of a disease, or you'll start feeling weak. So I suggest to people who are watching is that the first thing is that take all the nutrients, please. Your body needs them, but take them in proper portions. So don't overdo on them, and take the whole wheat aspect. Secondly, get your B12 and vitamin D levels checked yearly on maybe
B12 and
vitamin D.
vitamin D. Okay.
And they have to be above 30. Secondly, time them with something special, like maybe your birthday or something, and so that you remember that, oh, next year at the time of my birthday I must get my vitamin D and B12. So B12 basically measures your fatigue levels and your nerve, you need omega 3s, and you need your nerve function. So if that is weak, then you don't have that kind of energy. Your brain is foggy. So these are important.
A good source is fish.
Yes, omega 3s, fish, walnuts, Greek yogurt, olive oil, healthy fats like avocados. We need, and also I must emphasize, Faria, is that we must eat local foods. Whatever
locally produced.
Whatever is in our kitchen, we must use those spices. We must use what is locally made, what is in season. So these days, guavas are in season, oranges are in season, pomegranates are in season, papaya is in season, green apple, which is one of the best thing for your health, that is in season. Have those. Don't go to imported aisles in supermarkets and spend lakhs of rupees in buying imported vegetables.
Yes.
They're plucked even before they're ripe. So what nutrients are they going to give you?
By the
Nothing.
time it reaches you, you've
Bilkul.
already lost the nutrients
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Eat local.
Eat local, I think that's a good
Yeah.
one. And number two, three diseases, because we see these diseases quite a lot. If you can just share one or two lines, tips here.
Sure.
Heart, diabetes, and thyroid.
They're all interconnected, Faria. So for heart and blood pressure, I need you to walk 30 minutes every day. I mean, you owe it to yourself, right? You owe it to your loved ones. If you are unwell, they're going to suffer. Why do you want to make your loved ones suffer? This is my simple take to these diseases, and they can be controlled. They can be reduced. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes can be completely cured.
So reversed completely.
Reversed completely if you follow a good diet. And I can assure you, I'd like to share a tip with you. Ceylon cinnamon, which comes in rolls. It's available everywhere in...
what is it called in Urdu?
Dalchini.
Dalchini.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's the Sri Lankan
It's a
form,
Sri Lankan,
the
ha.
rolled one. You just buy a little bit, blender it, make a powder of it, keep it in the fridge. In the fridge, not outside because it goes rancid. Because our temperatures are
Hmm.
usually very high. So, what you do is you take half a teaspoon of that cinnamon powder in your tea or in your coffee, or the first thing in the morning when you wake up and have a glass of water. Just mix it in that, and please do that for 6 weeks and get your HbA1c tested and see the levels
And then, of
coming down.
course, control the
Of course,
gulab
and
jamuns and gajar ka halwa. Okay,
yeah,
and number two,
yeah.
heart, also arteries, and we see people also
Yes,
a lot of.
absolutely.
Hmm.
So for heart, the main thing is a DASH diet, which means less salt. It's called the dietary approach to stop hypertension and basically slash heart. So that is so it's the Mediterranean diet
Hmm.
works the best for heart, for diabetes, for thyroid, for general health,
Also for thyroid.
for all diseases. The number one food that the Mayo Clinic and the Cleveland Clinic are advising is the Mediterranean diet. What is in a Mediterranean diet? Eat local, whatever the fruits and vegetables,
Ah.
that, and olive oil.
And good portion of protein, fats, and
Exactly.
vegetables. That's what it
and
is.
and the first thing you need to have is protein in the morning. If you say that you want
Ah.
to reduce cravings, and you're tempted to and you're feeling sluggish, or there's brain fog, have protein in the morning.
Hmm.
At least 30 grams of protein. If just have a little bit of Greek yogurt,
Hmm.
just have a boiled egg,
Hmm.
have some oats
Hmm.
soaked in the night, like a Bircher muesli. Just soak them in the night in water,
Hmm.
put some nuts in it, put some chia seeds in it, take it out of the
Hmm.
fridge, keep it at room temperature, and just have it. I cannot tell, I mean, I can write it here for you that you will feel so much better. You won't eat so much at lunch. In fact, you should just have two meals,
Hmm.
according to me. You should just have a good breakfast and just have a light dinner. That is how you should
Yeah,
plan
and
your
in
day.
between, if you
You
feel
should do
hungry, you can have
intermittent.
na.
I'm a
Ha.
great fan for
Ha.
intermittent fasting,
Ha.
14 to 16 hours at
Hmm.
least. Lots of hydration, lots of water.
Hmm.
You need to flush those toxin out. If you just get up in the morning and tell yourself 2 glasses of warm water with or without lemon, lemon just makes your body alkaline, but water is good too. It does
Hmm.
the same thing. And a little bit of cinnamon in it, or lemon, or even plain, it's fine. We just want you to have the water. And I would suggest, if you have gut issues like bloatedness
Hmm.
or gas or something, then just put a teaspoon of pure ghee in it,
Yeah,
and
ghee is very good.
watch. It's like lubricating a car,
Hmm.
the parts of a car. So
Hmm.
how good they work when you lubricate
Even
them,
if you
right?
have cholesterol.
It's fine. There was a study in the Lancet that egg and ghee,
Ha.
if you remember.
Ha.
So, after 10 years, FDA goes back, and now ghee is one of the healthiest things.
Yes.
So, it's all about moderation,
Ha.
portions, how much, you're going to take. If I was to tell you that take 60 tablespoons, yeah,
Yeah,
that would sound absurd. Just 1 teaspoon in 1 glass of water. Mix it up
and
and
that
have it.
should be
Yeah,
it.
that should be
Um, what about, it's not related to nutrition, but I'm just talking about the lifestyle. Um, E-cigarettes, smoking, alcohol, shisha,
it.
where do they fit in?
Okay, Faria. So the e-cigarettes, I'm totally against. I was in a conference in Malaysia recently, and they're saying that 10 years later, they're going to have a irreversible lung disease that they can't do anything about.
Hmm.
The medical fraternity is saying that. Medical journals are saying that. So e-cigarettes is a complete no-no.
Hmm.
Yes, smoking, if you can quit cold turkey, I think that's the only way to do it, especially if you're suffering from heart disease and
Hmm.
other ailments, even diabetes, and extra weight.
Hmm.
You must really think about stopping this habit. It's all about habits. So you create good habits,
Yeah.
and they help you, right?
Huh.
So it's not like I'm putting a gun to your head and saying कि नहीं नहीं सारे habits अभी बदलने हैं और
हाँ.
अभी that's
But
why
you
we
do
get
it gradually,
you
ना?
do it
हाँ.
gradually एक habit अभी
हाँ.
पानी कर ले अगले
हाँ.
हफ्ते just tell yourself कि मैं इस हफ्ते I'll
हाँ.
have 2 cups of steamed vegetables daily
हाँ.
green वाली
हाँ.
do you know that broccoli a simple tip broccoli को when you have broccoli एक तो it's extremely good for your nervous system and for your cells, the mitochondria which covers your cells. So, and to protect yourself from cancers. Do you know
Hmm.
they've done research and the number one vegetable is broccoli and then bok choy. So, broccoli को सबसे best तरीका ये है कि when you buy it, you wash it, and then instead of just taking the flower of the
हाँ.
of the flower, plucking it, you make pieces, you chop it, and you
अच्छा.
let it sit for 40 minutes. So when you let it sit for those 40 minutes, it all those chemicals and compounds they come alive. So then you steam it. So you get you're taking in all the nutrition. It's like garlic. So you
You
smash
crush
the
it,
garlic
हाँ,
and
and
let it
then,
be.
हाँ.
So the allicin,
Yeah.
you start to
But about broccoli, is there a substitute? Because I'm not sure, especially in Pakistan, is it easily available?
No, Fariha, I was just going to say, yes, it is Islamabad. They're growing it now in
They are growing
Pakistan.
it in
Yes,
Pakistan.
it's not very expensive. Look, it's all locally sourced, and this is the best time to have broccoli.
Okay. Now, sorry, coming back to the lifestyle, shisha and alcohol.
Yeah, I think I'll pass because they're equally bad
Hmm.
uh, as e-cigarettes and now we have apparently shisha bars and whatnot in Karachi.
Hmm.
So I don't know if the health ministry is waking up to this because
Yeah.
um, the children. I think we just need to educate our own kids, our own family members, and maybe not lash out at them. Just tell them that listen, 10 years later, you could be, or God forbid, or no. But I'm
Hmm.
just saying that we have to prevent
Yes,
ourselves.
and I think
Life
they
is
are,
too short,
yeah,
isn't it?
and they are sort of considered as a source of entertainment. And I know happy hours and all, they are very popular. But I guess we can, again, it's about changing our habit and looking at the way we sort of entertain each other, so we
Exactly.
can substitute with something else.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it should not compromise the quality of entertainment if that's what we are looking
You know,
for.
in Karachi, so we lack entertainment.
Huh.
That's why they've sprouted up everywhere.
Huh.
These things, but they're harmful. Once in a week, it's okay. But every day going for
Huh.
hours at end and doing shisha or these
Hmm.
e-cigarettes or even that gum now, people
Acha.
are sticking it
Oh
up.
yeah, the
I
gums,
mean,
yeah.
what is it? And I read in one of the medical journals that it causes dementia, early dementia.
Hmm.
So what are the kids doing? I mean, they're all educated
Yes.
kids who are doing it.
Yes.
So I suggest that
So again,
the
once in
parents
a
should
while, it's okay if you want to experiment, but
absolutely,
something if you're seeing that you're becoming addicted to it, then
yeah,
it's a problem.
yeah.
Before we move further, mashallah, you look great,
Oh,
and
thank you. Yeah. So do you.
thank
That's what
you.
I told you before we started this podcast.
Yeah, and I'm not going to share, but I do know your age as well. And you mentioned about changing your lifestyle, sort of holistic healing and all of that.
Yeah.
Tell us your routine.
Okay, Faria. So before I tell you my routine, I want to tell you exactly how I assess a client. And I wanted to share this with you that I get to the root cause of the problem my client is having. Because the moment I see them, instead of just saying, yeah, you could just add these fruits or add this
Hmm.
or take this diet, you know, uh, that word diet, it's not in my dictionary.
Yeah.
It's the lifestyle,
Hmm.
it's the healthy options uh, that that are incorporated. Because when that person comes to me, I want to hear from them that they have transformed and they are, I want to see them happy. I want to see the best version of them. And I don't rest in peace until they are feeling that way.
Hmm.
It takes a long time with one client,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's worth it, right? We're
Yes.
trying to, I mean, we're keeping them away from disease, we're keeping them away from ill health, we're
Yeah.
getting them fit, we are empowering them so that they can empower
Their surroundings,
their
because
surroundings. Yeah,
actually, and especially with eating and lifestyle, I've noticed
yeah,
it depends majorly who you're hanging out with.
exactly.
Because if you're fit and you're going out for a walk,
Yeah,
eventually I'll also go out for a
yeah,
walk.
exactly.
But again, tell us your lifestyle.
Yeah, okay. So I have 3 glasses of water with
As
a
soon as you wake up.
as soon as I wake up, with a little bit of lemon
Acha.
every day.
Hmm.
Okay, so I've been doing this for at least 10 years.
Hmm.
I hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Hmm.
So I'm done with 3 glasses in the morning, and then I just have a toast with a cup of tea. I don't like to take tea first thing in the morning, is because it raises cortisol. So
Hmm.
all the people who are watching who take coffee or tea first thing in the morning, they shouldn't be doing that. They should
Hmm.
swap it with water, and then
Hmm.
they can have
Hmm.
the tea or coffee, because immediately it'll raise your cortisol levels, and then your mood, your blood sugar is going to
Hmm.
fluctuate throughout the day, and then it's just a vicious circle. You
Hmm.
feel, I mean, you crave
Hmm.
certain things, certain foods, and then you get into that
Hmm.
bad cycle. So and after that, I just take a toast and tea, and a little bit of whatever is available, whatever fruit is available.
Hmm.
And then after that, I have a really light lunch because I'm working,
Hmm.
and I've just started my new venture, which is taking a lot of my time. So I just have a salad,
Hmm.
rocket leaves or spinach leaves
Hmm.
with some feta,
Hmm.
or some Greek yogurt, and that's pretty much it. And in the evening and during the day, I have a little bottle which I fill up with mixed nuts and seeds. So I make
Unsalted?
unsalted, and it's got fox nuts, it's got pumpkin seeds.
Hmm.
So what I do is that I make this mixture
Hmm.
at home, and I just grind it, coarsely grind it,
Hmm.
and keep it in a jar, so that whenever I get that head rush or I feel a little hungry, I can just take a spoon. I take 2 tablespoons of that mix. So it's a great protein mix. So all the people who are watching and who are putting those scoops of that protein mixture, which I'm completely against, they should take a mixture of nuts and seeds. I can give them my email address, and they can
Yes.
reach out to me. I can give them the mix. They can make it themselves. They don't need to go and buy it, and spend money. They can do it in their own kitchen,
Hmm.
and just use that in the morning on a toast. You can either sprinkle it on the
Hmm.
toast, so you get that bump of protein in the morning. If some people don't like to eat eggs, some people don't,
Hmm.
they have their own likes and dislikes, so they can use this little mix. Secondly, and then I have a early dinner for around 7, which is just a soup, simple soup, whatever
Simple
soup.
soup.
That's
So
it.
what about dinners and
And
parties? Because
and I do
Karachi.
Pilates twice a week,
Acha.
and I go to the gym.
Okay.
So that's how I.
What about the dinners here in Karachi? They never start before, I don't know, 10, 10:30.
Yeah, and they don't serve dinner. So
Yeah.
we eat and go. So I
And then
mean, yeah,
and
just nibble a little bit,
nibble a bit.
because over here you can't annoy the host as well. You've come and they want you to be a part of their the meal
Gathering,
or the
yes.
gathering, and of course there are exceptions. It's fine. You can make those
And the next
exceptions, and the
day you
next day
can,
you can adjust it. I mean, you can just ramp up the exercise a little bit, or maybe increase the incline, or
mm,
run a little bit more, um, or just have it, just have
yeah.
a mild dinner.
Okay.
Just have a fruit or something, and that's it. And no chocolates. And if you want to eat chocolates, then make sure there's 70%, because it's got cacao in it, and
Okay.
and it's a
So
great
no chocolates, because that's
thing for
my
the heart.
weakness. I think sugar. I
Yes.
I want to have sugar every day. I mean, in one form or the other, which is very difficult for me to resist. And there's craving, right? It's almost like an addiction.
Yeah, but as I said, Faria, that you set the tone of the day in the morning. So if you take that protein in the morning, believe me, your cravings are going to
Huh.
reduce 60%.
Hmm.
So that is what I'm saying, is that set the tone for the day in the morning.
Hmm.
Take that pump of protein in the morning.
Hmm.
Take Greek yogurt, take an egg,
Hmm.
take this protein mix sprinkled on a toast, um, take a fruit, take some oats,
Yeah.
take some chia
To
seeds.
stop
Yeah,
that
exactly.
craving. Okay. And what about skin and hair health? Are you doing anything special, or is it again part of holistic
Uh,
living?
No, Faria, the thing is that, when you eat well,
Yeah.
it reflects
It
on
shows.
your skin, on your body, or and generally when on your mind and soul. So that is critical. So when you eat well, it affects your brain as well.
Hmm.
Those negative thoughts, anxiety,
Hmm.
all of that. I mean, we're all, we are watching this, the news is on, and
Hmm.
we might not be hearing the news, but
Hmm.
it's playing somewhere in the background, and that is what's disturbing us. Hum anxiety ho rahi hai. So we have to control all of those things. So eat well, nourish the brain, eat brain foods, which is the Mediterranean diet. Um, Eat nuts and seeds, olive oil, that is food for the brain.
Hmm.
Drink lots of water. The brain needs
Hmm.
water. Don't deprive it.
Hmm.
The frontal part of your brain is what is controls your needs, your
Hmm.
wants,
Hmm.
how you're feeling today. So all of that. So don't neglect it. You know, take care of yourself, nourish yourself.
Yes. And it enhances your quality of life, and that's
Absolutely.
what
And
obviously,
longevity.
and
Yeah.
longevity. The other thing, as a mindset coach, I will say, I think eating right, and then also minimizing those voices, negative voices, whether through
Yeah.
television, social media, or in your surroundings.
Or
I
some
think,
friend or cousin
ha,
or
ha,
somebody, just cut
ha.
them out with
Just,
a,
I
yeah,
think it's
you don't
very, very
need that
important. I mean,
extra.
even if you don't want to cut them out, somehow you have to train your mind not
Yeah.
to absorb that.
Huh. Huh.
You can
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
distract your mind or
Yeah.
divert your
Yeah.
mind.
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
excellent. So you completed your certification, or is it a degree in nutrition or
Yes,
holistic?
my degree plus my health and wellness certification, which is from IIN, one of the leading integrative nutrition schools in the world today, which is based in New York.
Okay, so it's about 15 years ago.
Almost, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
since then you've been practicing full time in Pakistan and also internationally. Walk
Yes.
us through your professional journey.
Okay, so it's really been rewarding, Faria. And we moved back to Pakistan 15 years ago, and I joined Ziauddin and Medilink uh,
Hospitals.
Hospital
Huh.
as a nutrition consultant. And from there, my journey began. I had a TV show which was obviously promoting the hospital, wellness, and nutrition. And I just feel that 15 years ago, the focus was nowhere
No.
fo- uh, you know uh, uh, inclined towards wellness or nutrition. And I just started employee wellness about almost 10 years ago, and my first project was with Unilever.
Hmm.
And it was great because I thought that, I felt that just doing nutrition, seeing patients, you have to branch out to something bigger and better, and create that impact, create that space for the employees. Where are they to go?
Hmm.
They're just locked up in a 9 to 5 routine. So, just go and empower them, wake them up. And it was amazing. It was HBL after that, and all the leading multinationals. And I must say that I'm really honored to be working with them. But then last year, I was really lucky that I was invited by the Ritz Carlton and the St. Regis in Saudi Arabia to, it was a new reserve hotel, it was a 7-star hotel, and they wanted somebody to advise them on their wellness programs and wellness amenities, which I designed for them. So the last 1 year, I had been in Saudi Arabia, in the Red Sea, where these hotels are based. So it was also extremely rewarding. Met some wonderful people, designed their programs. Just got back to Pakistan, and now I don't have to physically be there on site. I just have to visit every couple of weeks and see everything that
That's
I
a
made is
hybrid
streamlined and, yeah, is
arrangement.
working
Yeah.
all right. And I designed a lot of wellness amenities, which we are gifting in a wellness basket to the guests, in which um, I have crafted a rosemary hair oil. Um, which has zero chemicals, which has zero preservatives, which is totally no use of machine, hand pressed, hand squeezed by me. So, and obviously they're limited quantities. There's so
Hmm.
much that you can squeeze, and of course infused with fresh rosemary. So I have introduced that in at the Ritz, and now I've introduced that in Pakistan. So it's now available for everyone to
So we're
buy.
going to
Or
tag your social media page in
sure,
case if the viewers or anyone wants to buy.
sure, it's totally pure. All your bald patches, all the dandruff, all your hair fall. I can guarantee that it stops in 2 weeks because it's totally pure, and it's got loaded with biotin,
Hmm.
loaded with sulfur, all the things, onion. I mean, it's got all the ingredients that need to wake up your follicles
Hmm.
and to get them to grow again.
I will
So
definitely try.
sure,
And one
of course,
observation that I have about you. So how we met, right? You
yeah,
connected me via LinkedIn, and you
yes,
just wanted to introduce yourself. And the reason I'm talking about it, especially for women starting their business or practice, sometimes they are very shy. And we
yeah,
connected, and there were
yeah.
several ideas we
You were
discussed.
amazing. You responded instantly, which was great because people usually don't respond.
Because I think sometimes people are shy, or sometimes they think, sometimes people have views about, just connecting online. But what I want to highlight that few things that I learned, the way you described your journey. Number one, upskilling yourself.
Yes,
So being a student forever.
forever.
Number two, being confident enough to reach out to people you don't know.
Absolutely.
Number three, continue to evolve your product. So you started with wellness or first seeing patients, and then you wanted to get into corporate, and now you have your own product line. And the reason I want to emphasize these steps or these skill sets, because each one requires a little bit of creativity, a little bit of a vision and confidence.
Oh,
And a
absolutely.
lot of women I meet, or they reach out, especially when they're starting out their practice, any of the field we can think right now,
Right.
and sometimes they hold themselves back. So
Yeah.
tell me, where does this confidence come from?
If one doesn't push oneself, we're going to be left behind. So what is the worst that can happen? Yeah, Faria won't reply. Okay, then I'll go to another Faria.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to keep trying.
Yeah.
I have to keep pushing
So fear
myself.
of rejection, I think.
Yeah, it is. It
And a
is.
lot of people don't take the first step because they
Yeah,
feel they'll be
yeah,
rejected. So
yeah. So
what?
what?
Yes.
What
Yes.
what is the worst?
What is the
Yeah,
worst? Yeah.
yeah. Doesn't matter. Just let it go. Let it slide. Let it be behind you. Go to the next and the next and the next. You know.
Huh.
So that's my take.
Amna, last round. It's called a rapid fire round, so it has to be rapid,
Okay, fine.
right?
Okay.
Favorite healthy snack?
Soaked almonds and green apple.
Meditation or movement?
Um, movement is meditation.
Phone off or on at night?
At least away from the bed. Off.
One food everyone should eat more of.
Local food, seasonal,
Seasonal local
and
food.
green vegetables and fruits are my
Okay.
number one choice.
Okay. And surviving, as we call it in Pakistan, Decemberistan, without feeling guilty.
Eat protein before you head out.
Okay. And
Don't
even
go
if you go
hungry.
to a shadi or a party, just eat
Just,
protein
yeah,
first
protein
before.
first and then head out.
Good one. One book or podcast you recommend on nutrition?
So it's Live Younger Longer by Stephen Kopecky, and he's a Mayo Clinic cardiologist. It's something to read.
Dance party or quiet night in?
Quiet night in, unless the dance party is really rocking.
Yeah, same. Best health tip in 10 words?
Hydration, hydration, hydration.
Healthy habit you never skip.
Walk and drinking water.
Water.
At
Just
least
plain water,
plain water.
and in the morning, lemon water.
Yeah, exactly. 2 liters a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Amna. Thank you
Thank you so
for
much,
being on
Faria.
our
It was
show.
lovely being here. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Take care. Thank you for watching Growth Gatherings. This is a platform where we share stories related to business, corporate leadership, or entrepreneurship. If you like the content of this podcast, please share with your friends, family, and don't forget to subscribe this channel, Growth Gatherings.